What does it feel like when history is written in real time? What happens when a nation's hope rests on local heroes?
The top scorer puts it in the net! Alcide Odiabo again for Kenya's Harambee Stars!
What does it mean for Kenya to reach a CHAN quarterfinal for the very first time?
Bana hapo tulipata coach.
He's a great coach.
If sawdust echoes the roar of destiny, whose footsteps will carve it? And when an entire stadium rises as one, can a dream grow larger than football itself? I am Mupati Samuel.
This is Total Energies CHAN, where Africa's best play at home. This is more than just football, it's ours. From village pitches to packed arenas. This is the heartbeat of a continent. Rooted in our soil, raised in our streets. Born here, shaped here, shine here. From all across Africa, we rise. Pamoja. Every goal, every roar from the crowd echoes the pride of our people. Total Energies CHAN. Africa. By Africa, for Africa. Our land, our game, our heroes.
For the very first time, Kenya's Harambee Stars stepped onto the CHAN stage, not merely as participants, but as proud hosts. This tournament, reserved only for players from domestic leagues, offered a unique chance to showcase Kenya's homegrown brilliance on the continental stage.
Yeah, no, listen, I think it's clear for everyone to see and to know that we are in the group of death. It's an impossible group to be in, but a fantastic challenge for us, to see how far we've come and where we're at as a nation, as a football nation in Kenya. So it will be a nice challenge. DRC Congo, they've won the CHAN tournament twice in previous years. Morocco has won it twice also in previous years. And Angola has just won the COSAFA, so it's teams with big pedigree. And don't forget, Zambia has also been a massive name in African history, But along comes Kenya. But I think we've got everything in our part to succeed. The players are well prepared and they're ready for the challenge. And I think the fact that we play home and we'll have so many thousands of Kenyan supporters that will be behind the team and spur the team on. I think we're excited and we're ready for that challenge. And yeah, we want to be one of the surprises to come out of the tournament, even though we're the host. And this tournament being a stepping stone, it's a life-changing experience. I myself, I didn't play in a CHAN, but I played it at the under-20 level at the under-20 African Nations Cup. And fortunately for me, I was top goal scorer of the tournament and best player. And I ended up getting a move to Ajax Amsterdam because of a tournament like that, because you never know who's watching, So I hope these players, and I'm drilling into them every day, that this is the best opportunity that they're ever going to experience, that they're going to have. Then when you play well, you impress, you become a success story, and then European teams and top African teams, they will look at these tournaments to look for rough diamonds to take out, and that might be the perfect opportunity for a lot of them to get the dream moves to top clubs in the world. So yeah, the tournament couldn't have come at a better time for these players.
Under the tactical eye of coach Benny McCarthy, the Stars entered Kasarani carrying both the weight of expectation and the promise of opportunity.
Kila mtu anajisukuma, focus iko maximum. Tutajua mali tuko kama team, tutajua pia mali tuko kama individuals, na vile mchezaji pia kujigauge. It's a good step kwa country, so na pia kwa kila mchezaji, because I think in international tournament watu wengi wanaiangalia, my agents, my coach. So mchezaji mwenyewe anafaa kuingia kwa tournament akiwa prepared. Anything inaweza happen, inaweza kuwa ni marketing poa kwake. So ni tu kila mtu akuwe ready, ajisaik. As long as tunajino kama individuals tunainua pia nchi.
Kenya's Group A campaign was nothing short of electric. A 1-0 win over the Democratic Republic of Congo lit the fire.
Gets their competition underway in the Total Energies African Nations Championship that is co-hosted by 3 countries. Tanzania already getting their competition underway. Uganda are a day away from beginning theirs. For Kenya, it starts here and now. Hello and welcome to the beating heart of Nairobi. Kenya welcomes Democratic Republic of Congo to a packed Moi International Sports Centre. It's a tantalising Group A fixture in the Total Energies African Nations Championship of 2024. Matobo goes down, free kick DRC. Sakari pleads his innocence. The caution for Sakari. Delivery in and should have been headed home. Somehow a free header missed by Kalu Mukonzi. They are dangerous from set pieces, DRC. Mukonzi, who in fact scored in the qualifiers a similar goal against Chad, has missed a gaping open net. Umija, Aboud. Austin, this beautiful, beautiful interplay. Sujuma couldn't find the finish, denied by a Funge, but I think we've had our first shot on target in this game. Very well have had Kenya's first goal of this tournament. The interplay was wonderful. The pass from Austin Odhiambo was excellent. A little too close to a Funge, who courageously comes and punches the ball away. Onyango brought down by Masiala. Free kick Kenya. Presidents enjoying conversation. Kenya looking to advance their cause, looking for a goal, and they find it brilliantly in added time. It's Austin Odhiambo with the strike that sends Kenya into rapture. Austin Odhiambo is a star, but his star is risen exponentially now. Kenya might have started this first half on the back foot, but they ended very much on the front foot. In added time, Austin Odhiambo latches onto one and finishes with aplomb. Again, showing some skill and ability down this near side flank, Matobo, but he's unable to find a teammate or indeed a finish. Kitambala was waiting. As we hit the hour mark in Nairobi, Kenya 1, Democratic Republic of Congo 0. There's still plenty of football to be played. Oscar Kabwit to come on. Delivery in. It's bouncing around. It could be there. And a scrambling save. Courageous keeping from Omondi. Dives at the feet of Kayembe to deny DRC an equaliser. Kenya with 10 players on the park, bear in mind. They're down 1 with Manzoor off for medical attention. It's high. Omondi looked to have that covered though had it been on target. Masiala throws his head back in frustration. Here's a delivery, and again Omondi comes out and claims Owino might have been a little in his path and in his eye line as that ball came floating in. Kenya looking to start with a clean sheet, looking to start with a victory. Omija initially worked the ball away from Waku. That the end of this tie, and it's a historic result for Kenya. A historic debut. The 33rd nation to feature in the competition begins their campaign with a win on home soil. The co-hosts have done it, and Austin Odhiambo has scored the only goal of the game. Just moments before half-time, teed up by David Sakwa, Austin Odhiambo made the final charge and found the finish that determines the outcome. It's decisive, and it's Kenya who start on the front foot. They've beaten Democratic Republic of Congo by 1-0 in Nairobi.
A gritty draw with Angola showed resilience.
But this determines who remains there. Stadium quite unexpectedly during the week. Here is a turn, putting it onto the left footer. Oh, it's beaten. Angola will draw the first blood, and it is Joaquin Palencia who referee was forced to go and check it out. Alcin has got a chance to go as the top scorer. Puts it in the net. Alcin Odhiambo again for Kenya's Harambee Stars. The African Nations Championships. So the Angola free kick, it goes up. This is brought back into the center, trying to look for a shot. Didn't take control of it. Alem brings it back to the center. Another hot shot. Inside comes out into the midfield with a very fast attack. Quick clearance, lands again onto the feet of Capro. Trying to look for space, Capra, that flick joining the attack now, having come into play just a few minutes ago. Getting a chance in the box to go for a shot. And pushed out by Aguilardo. They've got 3 men in the box trying to angle for this one, and tries to chip the goal. And then Vidinho. I think it takes a little deflection here, but it's picked up. It's not the kind of time that you want to even blink. Harambee Stars have been on the outside. They've run the possession statistics very well. Lepua. Long ball towards goal, stopped by...
Then came the thunderclap. A 1-0 victory over the two-time champions Morocco, sending shockwaves across the continent. And against Zambia's Chipolopolo, the Harambee Stars stood unshaken. clinching top spot with 10 points from 4 games. This wasn't just progress, it was dominance. Kenya had rode its way into the quarterfinals, leading from the front. When the final whistle sounded, Kenya had achieved what once seemed impossible. A first ever CHAN quarterfinal berth secured in emphatic fashion. Not by luck, not by chance, but through discipline, belief, and the undying roar of a nation behind them. Then came the ultimate test, Madagascar in the quarterfinals. 90 minutes of fierce battle ended in a one-goal draw. But in the cruel lottery of penalties, the Harambee Stars' dream was cut short. Defeat came not in an open play, but at the spot where destiny often wavers.
going here. They want to go.
It was heartbreak at Kasarani, but even in that pain, there was pride. For Kenya had not only played the game, they had changed their story. Kasarani was only one stage. Across the country, the Harambee Stars ignited unity and belief. Yes, the journey ended on penalties, but the spirit they lit burned brighter than any single result. This was more than football. It was identity. It was resilience. It was the heartbeat of a nation rediscovering its pride.
The fans have been incredible. They've been with us, and I think they've pushed us on really, really much. And I think Kenyan football is on the up. Disappointed now, but tomorrow I think when I sit down and think about it, and then I'll be really proud of the achievements and how quickly the team was able to achieve our goals.
Many people wrote them off, saying they were in the group of death. But these boys fought well for the flag, and we reached the quarterfinals. If we can build on this, we will do well at the AFCON 2027.
Actually, I thought we would go out in the group stage. I didn't expect it to go to quarterfinals. Yeah, so I'm proud of the team. And it's the way we have gone out. We have gone out through penalties. Penalties is a lack of everyone.
The Kenyan football team is growing. It's becoming better and better day by day. So I'm seeing a future in this team. Even when we host AFCON in 2027, I'm sure they will be very prepared, to play this match.
Kenya's journey closed with heartbreak, but the chapter it opened is far greater. A chapter where local talent rises, where belief multiplies, and where the Harambee Stars chase new heights with the nation behind them.
The team is really nice, and I'm also glad that he chose based on talent and what he saw.
The team is all about the coach, because you get good players, you tend to use them nicely. So Benny McCarthy has been there, has been holding the boys down. Even when they are playing, he's there talking to them, encouraging them, He's aggressive about this thing. So much kudos to him.
Like his game management. Man knows how to manage the game even when he's a 10-man, when he's leading, when he's even at 11 men. He knows how to manage the game, and he doesn't have favorite players. You misperform, you're axed. You misperform in a game, you're substituted. That's what we love him. We need a statue for him here.
I has proved we don't need this is the star player, he must play in every match. His rotation today has made 6 changes. Also the last match he made some 6 changes, and yeah, he's proven he's the right man for Harambee Stars. Yeah.
Makati akikama alipromise wase atatumia young players, wase kama kina Mansur, mzee kama Ogama hajafika hata 25 years. Na yenyewe true to his words amewatumia na imekam to fruition, kitu anadu inawaka.
Been doing a great job, getting the guys to play better than they possibly can. Everyone's playing hard for him, and he's doing his best to help them, move on every single game.
In this team sport, that is what you need. Besides the tactics, you need someone who can interact with these players on a personal level, and that for him is banapo tulipata coach.
He's a great coach. Can a coach and make changes for team each and every game, and make 3-4 changes, and the team still performs. That's a great coach. He's not afraid of giving other players a chance. That's a great coach.
The best, nothing but the best. We deserve him, and we've shown him that with his hard work, we are capable.
What he's doing, he knows his people, he knows his game and his tactics, so let him keep doing his thing.
He should not stop the work he's doing. Whatever he's doing, it is helpful to the Harambee Stars.
Can compare McCarthy to Fabish, the late Fabish, and that is believing in local talents. That is what I'm looking at. If you compare our previous coaches, they always say that we don't have talent, but we look at our team today, there's total talent in the team.
The game was good. Yeah, a lot of passes that are very good, and I liked the position that they had.
Ako sawa juu alikuwa ameweka watu ilikuwa ni hakutaka mtu aseme hajapewa chance. Ilikuwa ni tupe kila mtu chance ndio ujiprove game yako. Tukifika quarters tujue tuko na mchezaji mgani hapo.
His tactics. The tactics are good. And the way he's planning his game,
is amazing.
McCarthy has done a good job. He has given every player a chance. So it's up to the players to prove themselves. We want to know which kind of players we have. So if you have been given a chance, do your best.
Tuko fiti kabisa katika upande wa defense. Tunaweza kucheza na game yoyote, hata kama kuja pia Portugal nani tunawapiga wao 10 men.
Huyu ako fiti, ametusaidia tuko mbele na tunaendelea. He's perfect. Perfect coach.
Because the story doesn't end here. Ahead lie the World Cup qualifiers, a stage where Kenya dreams of standing shoulder to shoulder with the best in the world. And beyond that, the AFCON 2027 to be hosted on home soil, a once-in-a-generation chance to carve history at home before the eyes of Africa.
I want to commend the Harambee Stars and congratulate them for getting to the quarterfinals. This is something that has not happened in many years. The hosting of CHAN, of course co-hosting because we have Tanzania and Uganda. Kenya playing the co-host of this tournament so far has been a huge success. At the beginning we had a few security challenges, which of course led to CHAN fining the federation, FKF, and also even reducing the numbers of fans that can get or could get into Kasarani Stadium. The last major tournament of this magnitude was way back almost 40 years ago. So there's been a lot of learning points, and our security officers, together with the federation and the Ministry of Sport, have really gone out of their way to make sure that we have a successful tournament. And up to this point in time, we have made adjustments where there were gaps in terms of security. Of course, that has also come with a bit of inconvenience. You've spoken to the challenge of traffic in terms of trying to control traffic that gets to Kasarani, but it's necessary because we are not just looking at CHAN tournament alone. We are planning and preparing to host the AFCON in 2027, and a lot of experience that we have gained so far and that we will gain up to the end of this tournament will come in handy in terms of our security preparedness, the interaction and the fan behavior becomes very important. Kenyans have done a good job. They have heeded to our call, tunasema tusichome game, and that is why we have now opened other areas where Kenyans can be able to watch the game, like here in Babadogo. We have a total of 13 fan zones across the city, and we have also done the same in other parts of the country. So we have surmounted the security challenges, and you may have noticed that CAF have actually increased the percentage of those who can get into Kasarani from 60 to 80% for this evening's game. And our expectation is that by the time we go to the finals, because we are hosting the finals, we will have will be allowed to do full capacity. So mine is to appreciate and commend Kenyans. They've shown a lot of patriotism, and the success of Harambee Stars so far, apart from the individual talent, apart from what the coach has been able to do, there's been the 12th man in the game who are actually Kenyans, and they deserve all the accolades that go with it.
Kwa majina mimi naitwa Wesley Kirui. Nashukuru sana kwa hii maandalizi ambayo imeandaliwa kwa siku ya leo. Kwa sababu wale wenzetu ambao wangeweza kufika live, pia ni kama tutakuwa live kwa sababu hii maandalizi ambayo imeandaliwa hapa Eldoret pia tutashuhudia kwa sababu ni kama live tu bado. Na kitu jambo la pili, nikapenda kushukuru Mheshimiwa Rais kwa sababu ile pesa ambayo alitolewa wachezaji, hiyo ndio imefanya wachezaji wametia bidii zaidi. Na tunashukuru sana Mheshimiwa Rais pia aendelee afanye hivyo kwa sababu tuko na wachezaji wengi sana ambao wako na talent, ambaye ni ile tu hapa Kenya tumekuwa chini mambo na sponsorship.
Kwa maana wametuletea CHAN hapa karibu. Tunaweza watch game hapa, tunaweza watch game kwa wale ambao wanapenda mpira kama sisi. Tunaweza watch mpira, na mimi nashukuru kocha wa Harambee Stars kwa maana amefanya kazi kubwa, na William Ruto pia wamefanya kazi mzuri.
Kwa majina naitwa Rogers Kiprop. Kwanza ningependa kupongeza Federation kwa kupatia mkufunzi mkuu nafasi ya kuchagua wachezaji wenye haiba iliyo ya juu, kwa sababu hapo awali kumekuwa na confusion kidogo, lakini wakati huu tunajua kwamba hiyo timu ina uwezo na hatujashangaa mahali tumefikia, kwa sababu hawa wachezaji wana uwezo. Na game ya leo vile tunangojea, timu yetu ya taifa itacheza mchezo mzuri na kama kawaida watapata ushindi.
Twashukuru sana kwa sababu hii ni fursa kubwa sana tumepewa kama mashabiki wa timu yetu ya taifa. Sisi hapa katika Uasin Gishu tunafurahi sana kwa sababu tutakuwa na wakati wa kuona live game hiyo hata kama hatuko Kasarani. So we are ready. Na hapa ni mji, sio tu mbio, pia tunapenda kandanda.
The question is no longer if Kenya can rise. It is how far the Harambee Stars will go. I am Opati Samuel.